Okay, I think we're back on. Can you log in real quick? Or just check it out to
Yeah,
make sure we hit it?
yeah, we got one person. You know what I'm
Alright.
saying?
Yeah, Snippet's about to come in and check us out to make sure we. Uh,
Talk about this ink. Butter. I'm gonna need you. I'm gonna need you to put on that sexy OG. Oh, you did. You did. There it is. There it is. Yes, sir.
Alright.
I see it now. I see it now, baby.
Okay. So we're just gonna go ahead and continue. So they asked a question. What was going on in my head? And what's going on in my head is that I've being in the military. I got ingrained in my head that I can do past what my body's telling me that I couldn't do, right? So push through the pain, you can do a little more, push to, you know what I'm saying, until you're basically out. And then I put myself through so much that tasks my body, that then tasks my mental and emotional patterns, that then leads me into not moving, and then not moving overall affects uh, my entire life. That's one thing I've realized. No movement, although it's helpful for me to recover physically, mentally, emotionally, and the rest just kind of dips down fairly quickly. So what's happening is that I push myself when I'm alone to a degree where the pain is just too fucking much, or it's just it gets over tasking, and in that sense I just kind of like give up. And
Mm.
that's where then I'm like, well, that's see, Ink, like you know better than this. You should slow down a little bit. You
Snack
know your
break.
limits. Blah blah blah, and that negative self talk just kind of keeps coming and coming, and the attack is real, right? The as far as myself, and the mentality of the military is like, oh, you should push through, blah blah blah, like all that negative stuff. And then the the child in me just wants to curl up in a bed and cry and feel sorry and feel like there's no solution. And then there's part
Bob
of me
Ritz,
that's like,
thank you for following, lurking, chatting, and
um,
simply being a
if
part
you
of this shared
just
universe self
get
love.
up and do something, things are going to be better. And so the constant of so many different thoughts happening at once kind of keeps me in this frozen state. uh, Now I realize that having a morning routine is helpful to get out of that. Now the biggest thing that I battle with is the actual physical pain. I can ignore X amount. I can unfocus off of it for X amount. I can utilize my medicinal marijuana for it to numb it down a little bit. But even then, it is a constant trouble in my life that it can make it even more difficult to stay in the moment and appreciate the good things that I have. So setting up these routines, having this podcast, having us, the business, always having positive people around me continues to keep me out of that. So um, although I have all these things, I brought it up because a lot of people were like, "Man, you got everything going on. You seem happy. This and this and that." And it's like, although that's what a lot of people see, there is still a lot of battles that I deal with every single day, things that I struggle with, and I'm not 100% of the time like life is
Mini Moon.
grand and everything's perfect. It's not like that. There are times where I'm completely depressed. There are times where I'm in so much pain. I don't like just don't want to do shit, and I want to, I don't care what anybody says on how beautiful the day is outside and how many birds are chirping. It don't matter, what I mean? And but those episodes are getting shorter, are happening less often, and I don't stay in them. That's everything that we do, everything that we've been talking about. That's what's been helping out. with not being staying there for so long, and not allowing those episodes to happen so often. And even when they do happen, I'm like, you know what? I deserve to be angry at this pain, and I'm gonna lay in this bed, and I'm gonna be angry at this pain, and I'm gonna be angry at all this shit, and it's okay because I'm gonna give myself that time, right? And giving myself an hour to do that, after a while, I'm like, okay, I really don't need it anymore, you know. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at, and I see, not to bring this back to this damn attention, but it's I think it's doing it again. I think there's something wrong with Kick, but we are streaming on the other ones, as far as YouTube and X and stuff. So we're just gonna keep going on that. Worst case scenario, we'll just stop it on Kick. But anywho, yes, the community, the things, the tools that we continue to place out there for ourselves and everybody else do help. And it I didn't see the results of all these tools until I started believing in the tools, right? I didn't believe that things were going to be okay if I chose happiness. I didn't believe that things I was going to be happy. I thought I had to have
I
other
wasn't.
things. Yeah, right. Exactly. I did not. And because I did not have that belief, every time I tried all these suggestions that people gave me, they never worked. Because I came into it saying it ain't gonna work. So of course they didn't work. you know. So yeah, I'm very very excited for that, and I appreciate the support that you provide, man. For real.
Okay. Cool, cool. Is it still cutting in and out?
I believe so. I'm not being told in the chat at all about it, but it says we have 5 people viewing. I don't know how real is that, and it's going back and forth from like 0 to 5. And
0 to 5. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but we'll keep it rolling, man. And that's the
Well,
thing.
I did have another, like I was thinking, because we were kind of talking about this earlier.
Uh-huh.
A lot of what we are putting together and we do discuss, um, do you do you think it's over people's head? Like, what do you think it's too much? Uh, what are your thoughts? Are people truly committed, or are they more enticed with the idea because it sounds good? Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Um, holy shit! I'm gonna answer that question, and then I'll tell you why I laughed. So I don't think is above anybody, right? I do believe that because um because of society and where we're at socially, the information is out there, but choosing to believe and choosing to live this lifestyle, it has its own challenges that hold on. Yeah, it's happening again. It has its own challenges that people are like, I hear you, but I'm not there. You like remember the homie that you're like, yeah, you the kumbaya shit and blah blah blah. Most
Yeah,
people
yeah,
are
yeah.
in that level where it's like, yeah, I know it's there, but do I believe in it? Not so much. And at the same time, my issues are so bad you wouldn't believe, right? That I need more than that. That does not work, or that doesn't. Is it? That's for somebody that XYZ, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We it doesn't. It is not something that it's talked about all the time, or it's not celebrated type thing, or it's not a hot thing to do. It's not a very popular thing to do, and so with that, it's just finding